It's time for all of you to comprehend how dysfunctional this country is. See, we actually have plenty of housing and plenty of commercial space for everything that currently exists and more. And what's happening? The population is declining. So, what does that mean? We're going to need less in the future. So, do we need to keep building? No, we don't. Does that mess up all the builders? Yes, it does. Because we don't need new houses. We just need people to stop moving around all over the place and get in theirs and stay where they are and thank God for the gift they've been handed, which is their life, right? This is your promised land right here. And when you profit off of others' backs, and then you buy two, three, and four houses and rent one out as an Airbnb and use the other for vacations, and you're acting as Satan in this world, and you're destroying your own community by pretending that you belong everywhere. And that's the reality is we do not belong everywhere. Cars are a function of Satan. Sorry. So are airplanes, function of Satan. The birds hate them. Yeah. Um, so we've gone and decided that we are all important on this planet and we're all important for everything and the humans are all that matters and only the rich ones get to do what they want and the poor ones suck and they have to shut up and go live in the street or in the creek or wherever just to get out of my eyesight because the rich people own this country. Yeah. When the whole thing degenerates into a just massive mess of ignorance. This is where we stand. We're with health insurance costs ballooning because health insurance is fear sold to you in the market, and they're collecting your money and spending it now, and then saying they'll have it for you in the future. But then they have to collect more, and so it's a pyramid scheme, right? When you take two pockets, two people, right? You have $2, and you create a third pocket like the government or an insurance program or anything like that. Well, now you've taken those $2 and you divide it by three. And what is two divided by three? But 0.666666666, the number of the beast. So, yeah, the whole thing that we're doing here is a function of God sending us back to recognizing that God, one God, rules all of us. And if we don't honor that God and respect each of us as a child of God, then we're destroying ourselves. Yeah. Welcome to heaven. We view it as hell, all right? And we tell each other that you get to go to prison now because you're too poor and I don't want to see you here. It's a pretty messed up place. So anyway, find God. Go back to Genesis 1, do what God told you. Eat the herb with seed. It has to have seed. If it doesn't have seed, you're dysfunctioning that plant and you're ending its future, the generations of that plant, right? And the fruit from the tree, which carries the seed of a tree bearing fruit, right? This is a we don't eat the seed of the fruit. God's given you the fruit, and they've given you the seed of the plants, right? Of the herbs. So you look here. I have some avocados, pears, apples, and then there's seeds back here. We got celery seed and caraway and dill seed and coriander and all kinds of seeds, right? That's all I consume, and I'm experiencing miracles of healing because I'm doing what God told me to in Genesis 1. It all came because I asked God, "Hey God, can we be forgiven for original sin?" And they said, "Thank you for asking, son. Absolutely. Stand up. Let's go." And I've been walking with God and doing what they tell me, which is stand for all, right? All life, all energy, all functions around you are God, right? Manifest into this world to share our energy. We're a phased energy. We are a product of our surroundings. So if you were in a different surrounding, you would be a different person. You'd carry a different attitude. You'd have a different consciousness because you'd be born in India or China or wherever. If you were born in those places, you'd carry the consciousness of those surroundings, and those surroundings affect you directly. See, this house, it informs me. It informs me through the functions that it carries, and it carries information. And when you're open to that, you realize that everything is communicating, and everything that around you makes up you, and how you treat it is how you treat you. And when you consume death, you're consuming death and you're destroying yourself. You're saying, God, I don't belong here. I'm going to consume death so you can curse me and we can take me out, right? So listen to God. It's very, very important when God says, go back to the first book and do what I tell you. Yeah, get on it. God bless.